Everybody, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm gonna be giving my review for Elemental. Um, this is the new animated film from Pixar that did not do very well. This came out the same weekend as The Flash and The Blackening. Um, and unfortunately, The Blackening really won the weekend, even though it was in limited theaters and it didn't way overperform, but it still won the weekend because it was the only movie that didn't really flop. Um, the Flash was a mixed bag. I've seen the people that did go see it, I've seen that a lot of them thought it was good to amazing. Some didn't like it. I saw some that didn't, but in general, it was fairly decent reviews for the people that did go see it. Unfortunately, not a lot of people saw it. I mean, that's kind of crazy to say when it made over $100 million, but compared to the numbers they were even expecting, they didn't get those numbers. So
I say a lot of it has to do with everything Ezra did.
yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. I think the fact that it didn't really, with them redoing the whole DC, this movie was kind of pointless. Um, So I think there's a lot of factors against this movie, or against not the movie I'm reviewing, but against the Flash. Um, and unfortunately, with Elemental, it was a film that didn't really stick out. It didn't blow people away. The trailers didn't blow me away. It didn't look like anything amazing. It kind of looked just like a fine little animated family movie. But of the three, we wanted to see The Blackening. Fortunately, we didn't get that in our theater, so we're gonna have to.
We didn't want to have to drive an hour to see that one. So.
Yeah, we didn't get to see it, so.
We didn't scream or something where we were like, oh my
god. So we'll have to wait on that one until it comes out physically to buy. So I watched Elemental, and surprisingly, the movie's not terrible. Is it the best Pixar Disney movie? No. Um,
I probably wouldn't like it though, however.
it well, maybe not. I don't know. It basically is about this um, fire family that comes to start a new life, and uh, they end up having a daughter, and the daughter is supposed to take over the business from her dad, but she can't control her temper, and she ends up meeting this water person, um, and they strike up a relationship while trying to. Originally, it's to try to keep her father's shop from being closed down because he is like an inspector, and he citationed him for like 30 violations. But that kind of grew into something more and became uh, basically became a movie about accepting yourself, loving yourself for who you are, and being honest about yourself, and not trying to be something you're not for friends, family, whatever. Um, the animation style was really nice. I thought it was very well done. The message is really well done. Now, um, you
There were
know,
some things that I was listening to it though. I was like, I don't know if all kids should watch this movie.
it it's not so in your face with certain things, but it it gets its message across. It got its message across for me well enough without being so in your face with everything.
You also said though that wasn't necessarily needed.
There was some dialogue that wasn't needed. I think they could have went without it, but um, it wasn't so overused that it really hurt the movie. Um, and I felt the I guess I'm gonna say chemistry. I mean, they're animated people, elements, but I thought there was a nice bond between our main couple. Um, you get your typical very sad Pixar ending, um, or moment, I should say, moment in the movie. Um, and you do slightly feel this one. I mean, um, obviously, probably people ain't bawling from it, but this ain't like Up or Toy Stories or anything like that. Kind of a sad ending, but it's still pretty sad. I mean, it could probably pull at your heartstrings depending on how sensitive a person is to emotional moments. But I thought the voice acting was really well done. It had some funny moments in it. I didn't laugh my head off all the way through, but it had its funny moments. Um, but overall, I think it was a very solid, under the radar in a way film that unfortunately flopped. I could see my daughter liking this one. Um, I'll probably pick this one up not only just for myself, but to show my daughter because I really think she will like this one quite a bit. I ended up giving it, if I remember correctly, I didn't look on my Letterboxd before. I think I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Does that sound about right? Do you remember?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think it was 3.5.
3.5 out of 5. So definitely one that I could throw on just as an easy watch, or something that if the kids are up and we want to watch a movie, we could throw on. Um, but I think one that could possibly grow more on me as the time goes on. But yeah, just a very solid film. I think people should definitely watch. And even if it's wait till it comes to physical or comes to Disney Plus, I would definitely say watch it and just see what you think. It did bomb at the box office, but pretty much everything did that week, that weekend except for The Blackening. So um, it is what it is. It's been a while since that I can remember off the top of my head where two movies failed, but unfortunately it happens, and we'll see from here on out kind of where things go with the box office. I know No Hard Feelings came out the weekend of me filming this. Don't know how many people actually go to the theaters to see that one. We had thought about it, but probably not going to. We'll probably just wait till it comes out physically. Because we both think it looks amazing, but we can't sit in the seats at the theater anymore, really.
Our seats suck. We pick and choose very carefully which we go to see.
And we'll go from there and see what comes out next. But Elemental for me was a solid 3.5 out of 5. So, but that is everything for this review. So please comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we'll see you all in the next one.